Hi everyone, we have completed Unit 1 and Unit 3 and we were in Unit 2 before declaration of quarantine. So in Unit 2 also, if you remember, we have completed the law of diminishing marginal utility. So today I'll be completing the law of equi-marginal utility. So law of diminishing marginal utility, if you remember, so what we have learned, that was nothing but as a commodity is consumed more and more number of units, the utility or the satisfaction of a person is going to come down. So that was relating the what to taking only one commodity into consideration. Law of equi-marginal utility, whenever we are going to study, it is taking two or more commodities into consideration and we are going to study. So coming for this law of equi-marginal utility, the other names as it's been seen on the screen, it says that the other names are law of maximum satisfaction, law of substitution, or it's also called as Gaussian second law. Okay, so coming for this law of equi-marginal utility, what does it says? It explains the behavior of consumer when he consumes more than one commodity. That's what I have said. So not only one, it can be 2-3 commodities at a time. Okay, so why this law is important? The reason is because the consumers have unlimited wants or desires and they have an limited money in their hands. So how they are going to spend that income plays an important role. So that is what is being stated under this law of equi-marginal utility. It says that a consumer should spend his limited income on different commodities in such a way that the last rupee which he is going to spend on each commodity will yield him the equal marginal utility, or he is going to derive the maximum satisfaction. Okay, so that is what is being given under this particular law. And as we all know that Marshall was a person who has developed this particular one. Before he has developed this law, it's been given by the Gaussian. So that's the reason it's been said as Gaussian second law also. The first law is the law of diminishing marginal utility, which I have completed when the classes were going on. Okay, so coming for how it is going to take thing or how it's going to happen. So if you are able to see on the screen, like we have the commodities A, B and C. So commodity A price is 1, commodity B price is 1, commodity C price is 2. That is per unit I am talking of. Per unit, if you are going to consume commodity A, you are going to pay 1 rupee for it. So like that, for B, 1 unit is 1 rupee and C, 2 rupees is for 1 unit. Okay, so coming for the marginal utility, so how they are going to have, as you go, they are going to consume more and more. So I'll take an example of this commodity A. If he is going to consume the first unit, he is going to derive the marginal utility to be 10. The second unit he is going to take it or consume the commodity A, he is going to have the marginal utility to be 8. If he is going to consume the third unit, he is going to have the marginal utility to be 6. So he is going to increase. So into the fourth unit of commodity A, it is 5. So here also what we are able to see, as the same commodity, the consumer is going to consume, the marginal utility is going to come down. Okay, so the same is the case with commodity B and commodity C. Okay, so coming for this marginal utility, when we are talking of, we are going to, what did we say, how he is going to spend his income, okay, or how he is going to spend his money. So that is what the principle says, marginal utility of M. So what does M over here mean? That's nothing but the marginal utility of money. So it has to be equal to marginal utility of commodity A upon the price of A. That's also equal to marginal utility of B upon the price of B. Like that, how many ever units he is going to consume, that many number of products we are going to take. So because alphabets we have from A to Z, I have taken from till there. If you want, you can write till n units, n products also. Okay, so this is related to the principle. Okay, so when you are going to take for example, the consumer is having the income or the money in his hand to be 14 rupees. Okay, so how he is going to spend his 14 rupees whatever he has on the different commodities like A, B and C. Okay, so when you want to find out that, we are supposed to find out marginal utility of A by price of A. Okay, how are we going to do it? So for example, marginal utility of A for the first unit is 10. Price of the of commodity A is 1 rupee. Okay ma. So if you are going to calculate mu of A upon price of A, how we are going to get it for the different units what you are going to consume for the commodity A? It remains the same because it's 1 rupee what I have given as the price. So mu of A divided by or upon price of A will be equal to 10, 8, 6, 5. Okay. So same is the case of B also because the price of the commodity B is also 1. Now see the commodity C. Okay. So commodity C, what is there? It says that the price is 2. Okay. So now if you are going to calculate mu, that is marginal utility of C upon the price of C. Okay, so what you are going to get? So mu of C for the first unit of consumption, you have how much is it to be? 36. 36 divided by 2. How much you are going to get? Mu of C by price of C will be 18. Now coming for the second unit of consumption of C. What are you going to have? It is 28 is the marginal utility if you are going to consume the second unit. So when you are going to do it, mu of C by price of C, you are going to get it to be 14. Okay ma. So in the same way, we have calculated for the third unit of consumption of C and the fourth unit of consumption of C. So for the third unit, you are going to have the marginal utility of C by the price upon the price of C is 10. And marginal utility of C by the price of C is 6. Okay, so now what does it states? It states that they all have to be equal. So if you see in the case where they are equal, okay, so you have 10, 20, 36, 8, 12, 28, 6, 6, 20, 5 to 12. So the common one what you have is 6, 6, 6. Okay. So now how he is going to divide his income? Okay. So now you are having mu of 3. Mu of 3 is what? 3 units of each commodity. Okay. So you are going to take the commodity A to be 3 units. Yes. Why? Because you are having marginal utility for the third commodity what is been consumed by A. Okay. So price is 1. Number of units is going to consume is the 3. Okay, so how many goods he is going to get in his hands? That will be 3. Now, coming for the second commodity B, where he is having that 6 to be, which is common, where the marginal utility is same for both the products. It is also same for mu of 3. So, price is 1. The number of units what he is going to consume will be 3. The goods what he is going to purchase will be 3. Okay. Now, coming for the commodity C, the price is 2. The marginal utility for the fourth product or the fourth commodity what is consuming of C, it is 6. Okay. So, the number of units will be 4 and the goods what he is going to purchase or the money what he is going to spend will be how much? 2 into 4 will be 8. Okay. So, the money which has been spent in total, if you are going to take into consideration, it will be 3 plus 3 plus 8. So, that's nothing but 14 rupees. So, this is how he is going to have the equilibrium. Okay. Now, coming for the assumptions. It's the same thing which says all the time the prices of the goods must not change. Why? Because if the price is going to change, automatically what is going to happen? Then the marginal utility of the product divided by the price is going to change. The income of the consumer must also be the same. If it is changing, then automatically he will be going for another commodity of a good and all those. Coming for marginal utility of money is constant. What does it mean? So deriving of the utility or the satisfaction whatever he is going to spend will be the same. Next one, consumer has perfect knowledge of utility obtained from the goods. That means that consumer knows about what product is he using and how he is using, or how he is supposed to use and everything. He has the knowledge about the products completely. Consumer is a normal person. So what does it mean? He understands everything and he tries to see that he is going to get the maximum satisfaction. Okay, and the most important thing here, we are trying to see that the marginal utility, we are giving it in numbers. We are saying that if I consume 1 unit, the utils what I am going to derive is 10. So we are going to give it a number. We are measuring the utility what is being derived. Okay, as this I have already said you, consumer has many wants. So with the limited income, he is supposed to do it. And the last, which is most important also, it says that the goods must have the substitutes. If they don't have the substitutes, then there will be no choice for the consumer. Okay, so this is related to the assumptions. Now coming for the exceptions. Yes, ma. Okay, so reading books. For example, if you are, it's not an example, exception it is, or a limitation it is. The more the books you read, you are going to get more of an like what do you call the satisfaction. If see, you can take this as hobbies also. So if you are into and this hobbies and everything, the more and more we do, we get more of an satisfaction derived. So the exception for this law is that reading books or doing gardening or playing cricket and all those things, if you want, you can write it down. Now coming for the next one, it is fashion and customs. Okay, so the fashion and customs is also the same. The more clothes you are going to wear, or the more trendy you are, you feel more of a satisfaction. The more of a units you consume, or the more of a units you purchase. Next exception, price change of the goods. All the time the prices of the goods will not be constant. They keep on changing. Very low income, the person does not have a choice as his incomes are less. He is supposed to get within whatever he is available for him. He has to satisfy himself. He does not get the maximum satisfaction. Choice of a good is not available, means that the substitute is not available. Then whatever is available, he is supposed to go for it. Then also we can't say that he is going to get a maximum satisfaction. Coming for the last one, lazy consumers. The consumers are very lazy. Okay, lazy in what sense? That means that he is not bothered about what he is consuming and everything. He does not look for getting maximum satisfaction or maximum utility of what he wants or what he is consuming and all those, or what he is purchasing. He is not very specific, or any person who is not having any wants or desires or anything also. It's not basically lazy, like any person who is not having any desires or anything also. Whatever he feels like or whatever he wants at that point of time, he just tries to get it or consume it. Okay, so then also it's very difficult. So this is related to the law of equi marginal utility. Yes, ma. Okay, thank you.